Hello, we are 5 Seconds of Summer, and you are watching Expressen TV.
But it's your first single in almost 2 years. Like, how come did it take so much time?
How come? Do we take it?
I could hold it if you want. Yeah.
Okay. We had two. Started the band when we were very young. We made 2 albums and toured for a long time, like five years straight. So we needed to. It's important for artists to take a break and kind of almost realize what has happened and take some time apart from each other, even though it was only like a month apart, if that. But yeah, we took a couple months off after the Sounds Like Feels Like tour, and then just spent a year making this third album. So all of 2017 was dedicated to making the third album. So that's why it kind of took a little bit longer. Had to be different. It had to be great. So, you know, it took a bit of time.
But how was it starting, like, the band when you were so young?
Yep. I mean,
It was a more naive and innocent approach to music, you know, because when you start a band in the suburbs, like, you don't really expect it to achieve anything or have any type of longevity. You can only wish for it and dream of that. So we approached our music with a relentless kind of positivity to be great, you know, live. And we did wish for the opportunity to make records, but we had a lot to learn before we made our first album. So when you started out, it's exactly that, like what I said.
Mm-hmm. Is it in some way too serious now?
No, it only gets serious when you can't take it too seriously. Even though that's the hard thing about being an artist and being passionate about what you do in anything. You need to realize that it takes time for people to understand things on the level that you do. So no, it's not too serious. I think that's part of growing. We wrote the song with Jay Cash, Andrew Goldstein, and Asia Whitaker. And it was a good time. You know, the song started out with piano because we've all been learning, you know, a bit of keys, and you know, Luke started this song first, you know.
Yeah, it started with that first verse, and yeah, I mean, it's a really natural evolution for us, and we're really happy with it. And we got to work with some really great people in this album. This song is no exclusion from that.
Yeah, we wrote it last too, which was kind of frustrating but great. You know, that it made sense of the puzzle that we'd already made.
And what more other songs are you like? What is your next songs like?
We don't want to tell anyone what the next stuff is, but we definitely have new music coming out within the next 5 months.
You'll definitely hear them at the shows that we're gonna play. The show we're playing tomorrow, you'll hear like a very, very good taste of what the album is.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how has it been out on tour with One Direction most time?
Back a couple years ago now, stretching my memory. It was good. It was amazing. We spent a lot of time on the road learning how to play in stadiums, and that, you know, we learned a lot of lifelong lessons on that tour that we now inject into our own live shows.
I got 2 more questions.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. But you have also been like on a list of Enemy, like worst band list. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's pretty funny. I think it's kind of a joke with our fans as well. But on that list was also like U2,
Coldplay,
and 1975. So if we're next to those bands, that sounds alright to me.
Yeah. I think like it just became this thing amongst our fans where now we like want to win it, because I think it's awesome, and I want to like frame the award.
Do you get an award from winning it?
There is an award.
There is an award. There
it.
is.
I mean,
but we didn't get it. I mean, we won it, so we should have got it.
We should have 3 of them each. So we're waiting on them.
So, Enemy, hook us up.
Yep.
You're on the world tour again. How do you think? How do you like it?
World tour again, featuring 5 Sauce. It feels good. This is a quick little whip around the world for us. 26 cities. Playing I think 6 songs or something off the new album, so that's why that's the whole reason behind the tour. We're coming to these places anyway, so we thought to make it fun for us and for the fans, we'd play like a full show in like some smaller venues. It's gonna be we're pumped. We haven't done these size venues in years, so it's gonna be great. Yeah.
But why do you choose this small venues?
I think it was right for us to pick these smaller venues for the sake of our third record growing, and in a way we're kind of like restarting again, you know, and we want fans to like grow with us again, you know, because they grew with us when we started and when we did the first 2 records, but then, you know, I think that the way that we wanted to look at this is it's like a whole new entity of like what 5 Seconds of Summer is now, and I think that by playing these shows, it's gonna really give the energy that we want these like these songs on the new record to have.
And how are your Swedish fans?
The Swedish fans are great. We we wrote a little bit in Sweden. There's a lot of really great songwriters in Sweden, and a couple of close friends by the name of Carl Falk and Rami Yakub, they've written a bunch of, massive stuff. Swedish royalty, I'd call them. But we wrote with them, so we spent a bunch of time here, and it was really cool. It's funny when we were here, me and Ash were here, we wrote like some songs, and we weren't on tour, so it would be like weird for fans to see us, and they'd be like, "Why are you guys here?" So it was interesting to see that kind of thing, not being on tour and just like kind of being in Sweden and seeing fans. I mean, they're great. We've been here, come back here for years, and we'll keep going for years to come.
What's the strangest thing that a fan had sent you?
Sent us?
Cal, you gotta go on for this. I can see your face.
Strangest thing? It's more like, it's, to me, what sticks out is like the amount of passion that the fans show and give us. There was, about 20 kids who snuck under the bleachers the night before a show, and they slept overnight, which is insane. Unfortunately, they got kicked out. But
they didn't have a ticket, so
they didn't know. Well, we didn't know until after. So, but yeah, it's crazy.
Nothing too crazy, man.
Okay, best experience in Sweden then?
We've obviously, I'll relate it back to music, but we love to go out here. It's a really fun city. I love the food. There's a lot of great restaurants and stuff. But playing shows here is great. But we feel comfortable in this city. It's not we don't feel like aliens here. And there's a couple of cities on planet Earth where you're like, what the hell is going on?
And which cities and countries are that?
I would never tell you. But, there are countries where it's like, I don't know what to do here. I don't know how to talk to people. I really enjoy coming to Stockholm. It feels very familiar and fun for us.
And worst experience in Sweden?
Worst experience.
Worst experience.
I mean, it's pretty cold at the moment, but I don't mind that. It's not I wouldn't say worst experience. Maybe
I wouldn't say that that's the worst experience, but it being very cold isn't great. And it's much nicer here in summer, but it's still great.
Oh, yeah, our friends aren't here at the moment either, so that's probably the worst experience.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like topping so many charts, and you have so many streams, like 2 billion or something. What is your big dream now?
The dream is for everybody in this band to feel artistically independent, but also very accepted in a band. I want everyone, the dream is for everyone in this band to have a strong and empowered voice and vision, and accepting each other as artists. Is the main dream. Whether it's success comes and goes constantly in a person's life, no matter what you do. So, that's the main dream: individuality, but also comfortability within a band.
Do you argue a lot when you're out on tour?
Not at all.
Not too much.
Not really.
No.
I mean, anything that's an issue.
Issue.
Anything that's an issue. I let that come out like that. Anything that's a problem, is usually squashed, because this band has to be strong in order to there's people around us, and there's always going to be stuff that comes in and out, but it's like we have to remain strong to be make the best music and be on tour and do what we love to do for as long as we can.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But you started studying with like singing quite much covers. What is your dream cover to make?
Cover? We're not very good at covers, to be honest. We started that as kind of like a foot in the door, and then when we started making original songs, people started to take to them, which was really exciting for us. So we've kind of just ran with that. That was always our goal, to make original music and make that as heard as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we like doing old covers, like The Romantics. What I Like About You is a great one. I think we do. Usually older stuff, try and remake that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you
Cool.
for,
Cool. Thank you.
having us.
Thank you.